A very warm good morning to everyone present here. I, Rose Martin, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, welcome you all to the first session of this virtual career counseling conclave on BBA, a professional course to make you industry ready. The purpose of this conclave is to bridge the gap between prospective students and experts to get clarity on the doubts regarding future prospects about career choices. It is an ardent endeavor of our department to equip future management and business administration scholars with the knowledge of career prospects after their graduation. We have attempted to answer major frequently asked questions, and towards the end of the session, we shall have an open question and answer session where students can raise their queries and our experts will answer them. St. Xavier's College Jaipur is a Christian minority Jesuit institution established in 2010 by Jaipur Xavier Educational Association in collaboration with the Xavier alumni. After a magnificent decade, right in the heart of the city at Hathroy Fort Road, the college has now moved to the new campus at Nevada, Jaipur, aiming to provide bigger and better infrastructural and academic possibilities to the students from the session 2021-2022. There are many renowned Jesuit management institutions in India which provide scope for higher learning for management students. These include Xavier Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar, Xavier Labor Relations Institute, XLRI now, known as Xavier School of Management, Xavier Institute of Social Service, Xavier Institute of Management, Jabalpur, and Loyola Institute of Business Administration, Liba. This story is repeated in other countries as well, especially in countries of Europe and America, and this is besides the wide network of Jesuit higher education institutions already prominent in various parts of India. Before introducing our Department of Business Administration, I would like to take you through an introductory video depicting the activities of our department. Sorry for the delay. The video will be played soon.
यही दिखा देते हैं लोग In our journey of learning entrepreneurship, we, the E-Cell in the Department of Management, have thought of restructuring the entire E-Cell into two components. First is entrepreneurship learning programs, which compose of commenting to workshops and seminars with startups and entrepreneurs. Second is management executive terminal that we call MET. The MET is divided again into various cells, vertical wise, with specialization of management like HR cell, finance cell, marketing cell, and we have also ethical and spiritual cells to tell students about the values in management education, and also internship and placement cell. These whole cells are coming together and working together to make our students a budding entrepreneur, and they are able to understand all the domains of management in their undergraduate study with a ESET.
Thank you for the video introduction, Happy ma'am. The Department of Business Administration of St. Xavier's College, Jaipur, uses meticulous and intensive integrated teaching methods to prepare the students to take up business and managerial positions in the global environment. Professors of the department strive to equip young people to make meaningful contributions to the business world. We provide a holistic learning experience in generic soft skills, communication proficiency, and professional and technical competency, while also ensuring academic excellence. While aligning with the needs and specialties of the professions and industries, our curricula emphasizes on learning both in the classroom as well as on the job. For this purpose, we organize workshops, entrepreneurship cell, internship, and industry attachment, which form an integral part of work integrated learning experience. We also have a proud record of placing students in the world's leading academic institutions. The courses offered by the Department of Business Administration include Bachelor of Business Administration, BBA, which follows the annual scheme syllabus of University of Rajasthan and is a 3-year course with 6 papers in each year. These papers cover all the aspects of functional management, with no specific specialization. We also offer MCOM in Human Resource Management, which also follows the annual scheme prescribed by the University of Rajasthan. Our students are guided by a team of 10 expert professors under the leadership of Dr. Leena Sharma, head of the department, and who, besides acquainting students with management principles and techniques, also ensure their all-round development so that they become industry ready by the time they graduate. We have had the privilege of organizing many management fests, including our department fest, Envision Bendesto, the annual Mega Youth Fest in Youth, and Business Conclave in association with the College Entrepreneurship Cell. The Entrepreneurship Cell, or the E-Cell, organizes entrepreneurship learning program with the help of a bridge course in accountancy and certificate course on entrepreneurship and new venture creation. We also have a Management Executive Tribunal, which is an initiative by our students for promotion of management temperament among students through various activities. Our students gain exposure to the management world through industrial visits, seminars and webinars, guest lectures and industry expert sessions, alumni interactions, workshops, internship fairs, etc. Our department has proudly mentored many university toppers and rank holders over the years. As students are at the cusp of leaving high school and joining colleges, it becomes important to guide them in choosing the right course for a successful career in future. Career counseling helps the students and professionals understand the career opportunities and options available. Career counseling helps them analyze their strengths and weaknesses and helps in finding the perfect career path. With this thought in mind, we shall begin the counseling session by our experts. Our experts will answer a few commonly asked questions. Meanwhile, I request participants to post their queries in the chat box. For a more personalized counseling, you can opt for the admission helpline link on stxaviersjaipur.org. A fresh high school graduate often finds it difficult to choose between BBA and BCom, as both looks like similar courses and also require eligible candidates from the same stream, which is commerce. So for providing more information on which course to choose and for what purpose, we have with us Assistant Professor Ms. Ankita Rathore. Over to you, ma'am.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, perfectly.
Okay. I would like to welcome all the participants. When you talk about BBA and BCom, often students are really confused. So both are equally important. The only difference is of curriculum. So we recommend doing a BCom program to those students who are very good in the practical aspect or whose numerical aspect is very good. Like if a student is willing to pursue CA, so we recommend him or her to do a BCom program along with his CA degree, because the curriculum is such that helps him or her to prepare it in a better manner. On the other hand, if you talk about BBA is considered to be a professional course where, it enhances a student's managerial expertise and business analytical skills. So if a student wants to do an MBA program, or even if he wants to enter, into the field of entrepreneurship, be it running his own venture or taking his family business to new heights, BBA helps. Okay, so BBA is like a mini MBA program which will help you to select your core area, or you will get an opportunity to explore different avenues in the field of management. Like by doing BBA, I would get to know that where my inclination lies, be it for HR, finance, marketing, or even family business. So BBA helps you to select your core area. So I think my answer will help the students. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ankita ma'am, for the answer. Another very commonly asked question is, how can students belonging to streams other than commerce get admission into BBA? So I invite Dr. Salim Khan to explain the eligibility criteria for admission into BBA. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rose ma'am. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I welcome you all to this virtual conclave related to the BBA. Okay, so as a student of a commerce, generally they have an idea to take BBA or BCom. But apart from the BBA or the commerce stream student, there are so many students who wish to do the BBA, as BBA is a professional course. They also want to join because in future they wish to pursue the MBA. So any stream can do even the MBA, but if you are a graduate, it's provide you all the kinds of the subject which are coming in the MBA. For that, the very basic thing, if you're not a commerce student till 12th, even you wish to pursue the BBA program, you can do it. As you know that our St. Xavier College is affiliated to University of Rajasthan. So we follow the curriculum as well as the criteria for eligibility as per given by the University of Rajasthan. So the criteria, the basic criteria, the minimum eligible criteria is 48% marks in your 12th standard. So anybody who's having at least 48% marks in their 12th standard, they can apply for BBA. It's just you can apply. But if we talk about our college, we have a merit-based system. So when the student apply, we will get the first cutout, second cutout, third cutout, and then we will take. So but the minimum criteria to even apply for a BBA program is 12 from any stream with at least 48% marks. I think my answer will be clear and it will help the student to at least apply for BBA program. Thank you, Rose ma'am.
Thank you very much, Salim sir. Some colleges require work experience besides a regular degree. Students often wonder how they will be able to manage work experience requirements along with a regular degree. So I invite Dr. Shikha Arora Bakshi to provide students with more information on this. Over to Shikha ma'am.
Thank you, Rose ma'am. I hope I am audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Before answering this question related to work experience, I first would like to highlight to the students of passing 12th that you may not be aware that once you get completed with your graduation and apply for your MBA, there are certain top B schools who require a work experience certificate as an eligibility criteria at the phase of applying. But it is not a compulsion that there are many other B schools who do not require the work experience certificate. So we at St. Xavier's College guide and train students from the beginning of the sessions that letting them know about which B schools require work experience certificates and which B schools do not require the work experience certificates. So you need to make a choice where to apply. In case you wish to apply to a B school which require a work experience, then there are strategies of adapting those or grabbing those work experience certificates by going in for internship programs, which we offer through our training and placement cell in our college, which is working very well. We offer lot many platforms to the students to do their internships during their graduation, along with their graduations, managing their classes and their temporary jobs with stipend in reputed organization, and they can grab the recommendation letters from the maybe the managing persons of the companies. And secondly, the another option you can go in for, we offer letters of recommendations. They are also offered to the students in place of work experience certificates by the teachers or head of the departments, recommending those students who are good into attendance, good into academics, good into the extracurricular activities in our college. We offer you letter of recommendations to the higher universities maybe abroad, maybe in India, and those LORs support you to apply for higher education for your MBA. So there are smart strategies of polishing your profile from your second year onwards, or maybe from the first year onwards, by doing internships, by working well in your college and grabbing good LORs, which will support you for grabbing a seat into an MBA college. So this is a general reflection over here. When you will be part of our family, you will be our students, we'll be always there to build your career path, guide you how to move it in it further. Thank you, Rose ma'am.
Thank you, Shikha ma'am. I hope the students are clear with the work experience related query. While seeking admission in BBA, students are concerned about placement and internship facilities provided by the college. I once again request Dr. Salim Khan to explain more about the placement and internship facilities available in St. Xavier's College.
Once again, very good morning to one and all present here. Okay, the very first thing that comes in your mind, why at the graduation level or at the undergraduation level, we, even at St. Xavier's, provide you the internship, training, and the placement. Why we provide that kind of the thing? You believe that it has certain weightage in your curriculum vitae. So you have your CV when you apply abroad, or when you're going for your higher studies, like you're doing your masters from abroad or from India, from top B schools. What you need, you don't have any kind of the work experience. And as one of my colleague already explained you the importance of the work X. So that's the requirement of the organization, even the B schools. So we at St. Xavier's, we have a very active training, internship, and the placement cell, which throughout the year provide you the different kinds of the training, like soft skills training, office etiquette, etc. Apart from that, we have an internship. Okay, so what is the role? We at Xavier's believe that the internship is very important, very, very important. So there is no substitute for the experience. So we organize internship fairs. We have a tie-up with Internshala, and we organize an internship fair, not only for our college, but throughout the 4 different colleges of the Jaipur. We have a tie-up with the different organization, the reputed one, like Infosys, Genpact. So we have even the tie-up. They are regularly coming for the placements of our students. Even in this COVID pandemic, we are doing the recruitment through the virtual platform for a PG student and as well as for your UG students. So what we believe that what internship, so every year you take an example, you are doing your BBA course for 3 years. So every year you will get the additional weightage of the internship in the summer time where you don't have the classes, and you will get your work experience in that manner. Because what personally we believe that what happens when student doing the internship from the companies, they will get the expert knowledge. They will get the industrial setup. They will get the stipend. They have the networking. In that way, they will develop their skills, self-confidence, personality development. That's make the overall person the grooming opportunity, and it will helpful definitely to take the admissions in your in the higher education. Even we provide the training, placement, and the internship. That is the role at the UG level we provide you. Even in our department, as we have the entrepreneurship cell of the BBA department, we have the MEG, that is Management Executive Terminal. Under that, we have a placement and internship cell specifically for BBA department. Even that, every month we are giving you the what kind of the going on, what kind of the training is provided free of cost to the student, and even the placement opportunity, especially for the BBA student. In that way, we groom you in such a manner that you are ready for industry. I hope my answer will clear all your doubts. Even you have a doubt, you will put it in the chat box. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rose ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Many students wish to pursue higher education abroad after BBA. To bring about more clarity on this subject, I would like to invite Assistant Professor Ms. Anjali Parikh to explain the prospects of higher education after graduation, especially if a student wishes to pursue higher studies from foreign universities. Over to you, Anjali ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for the question. I welcome you all for joining this session on the career counseling. There is a wide range of opportunities when it comes to the higher education after you pursue your especially when it comes to the abroad. BBA, since it is a UG course, so many students wish to go for a post-graduation course after their BBA. And when I talk about the post-graduation course after doing a BBA, the most sought after course which comes is the MBA. MBA is the sought after course of majority of the students, since most of the curriculum which you study for MBA, you study already in the BBA program. As ma'am has already mentioned, that BBA is a miniature of MBA. Now, why students wish to go for the post-graduation course? Post-graduation courses are meant to build your specializations. When it comes to the specializations, there are n number of options which are available these days. Right from starting the traditional choices of MBA in HR, MBA in marketing, MBA in production and operations, you have other options like MBA in finances as well. But with advent of new operations coming up, new digital era coming up, there are so many options which are available, which are not so very conventional, which are very new. Say, for example, you can do MBA in international business, which opens the door of doing the MBA with the global perspective of organizing and conducting and handling the operations which are internationally spread. Then you can go for other choices in MBA, say for example business analytics, which is a very new emerging trend. You can do your MBA in IT as well, which is a new thing. Most of the students don't know about it, but this is a very new emerging trend which helps the students to build and to pace up with the recent requirement of the time. Now, when it comes to the foreign universities, there are two other courses which also been in align with the MBA. You must have not heard about these terms in India, but these two degrees like MSc and MA, they're also very common in the foreign universities. Now, when I talk about MSc and MA, people will link that with the science graduation or the arts graduation. But foreign universities offer doing a MSc in international business and doing a MA degree in entrepreneurship. So both of these degrees, they hold a very good hold when it comes to give the avenues, give the perspective of these particular specialized field once a student pursues that. Our students have been indulged in doing these courses. Most of these students opt for such traditional choices also, or some emerging trends as well. And they are placed at very good places also. To name a few universities where our students have been doing these courses is the Macquarie University, which is a very famous and very reputable industry university. Then Monash University, which is a very good ranked university when it comes to the global platforms. It is in Australia. Then it is the Edinburgh University in UK, Manchester University. It is Cardiff University, University of Deborah, UK. These all universities have our students, and our students are doing really well in these universities. Now, as a department, we take a note that students get in a particular course of their requirement. So we counsel students that which particular course they are best suitable for, which particular university they should opt for, depending upon their requirements, depending upon what their aspirations are, and also since a student invests 3 years with us, so we know that what exactly a student requires. So we counsel students not only in the course selection, but also in the university selection as well. So for this, we often organize international educational fairs, which gives the students the opportunity to interact with the industry professionals and the university professionals and clear all their doubts if they have any, or to identify what exactly the procedure is to apply for the universities. So this way, we take a responsibility that a student gets not only a good academic or skilled experience in its 3 years tenure with us, but also gets into a good university once he pass on 3/4 of papers. So thank you. I hope to some extent I am able to clarify some doubts about it.
Thank you, ma'am. To acquaint you more with the academics and achievements of the students of our department, we have a short video presentation from one of our alumni.
Vinay Pratap Singh from BBA Batch 2014. Hello everyone, this is Vinay Pratap Singh from BBA Batch 2014-17. My journey at Xavier's has been really great. It has changed me as a person, not even in Xavier's, but in my career as well. With all the support from my teachers and all the hard work that I put during those 3 years, I got really big opportunities, whether it was handling in youth, ECEL, being the core member of the MOC, being the president of Dramatics Club, handling TIE, which is Theatre in Education, a world level, which happens at Delhi for consecutively 3 years. In third year, I got elected as the president of Student Council, organized this 2017, and I got the Xavier of the Year for 2017. So if you manage to balance your academics with extracurricular, Xavier's will give you a lot of opportunities. And if you grab each and every opportunity in the right direction, it will change your life, not even in Xavier's, but career-wise. And I have completed my MBA in hospitality management and from Le Cordon Bleu School of Hospitality. Right now, I'm working in US at the Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia as a food and beverage executive. And my advice is just focus, be disciplined, passionate about whatever you do, no matter what you want to do, whether it's dance, whether it's drama, whether it's MOC, but try to keep a balance with your academics as well. And your teachers will be always there to support you. That's what I did. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the video presentation. I request the participants to keep on posting their questions in the chat box. We shall take them one by one at the end of the session. Moving on with our next round of general queries, we have the subject of bridge courses. So what are bridge courses and what are the bridge courses offered for BBA students of our college? I invite Dr. Gurneet Kaur Suri to explain in detail about the bridge courses offered in St. Xavier's College. Over to Gurneet, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Rose ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Bridge course is the connecting course that connects a student to the course that he or she wants to take, which is different from the course he or she is currently pursuing. It can be considered as a supplementary knowledge that can be provided to impart basic knowledge. So, through this course, students from non-commerce background can build their accountancy knowledge quickly and comprehensively. These are the remedial classes which will be conducted in the beginning of the regular classes, and student can get the basic knowledge of commerce. Thank you. Thank you, Rose ma'am.
Thank you, Gurneet ma'am. Another question that is commonly asked is with regards to a career in entrepreneurship through BBA. So what are the future prospects of students wishing to pursue a career in entrepreneurship? How to equip oneself with the knowledge of owning and managing a business? I invite Dr. Leena Sharma to shed some light on a career in entrepreneurship through BBA. Over to Leena, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. It is one of the most frequently asked questions for BBA graduates, that whether we will become an entrepreneur after doing BBA. I will say that you will not become a entrepreneur directly after doing BBA, but the course enables you to learn the right skills that are needed for to becoming an entrepreneur. Now, what are the right skills that are needed for becoming an entrepreneur is that you must have, first of all, that passion, the network, and the desire to excel in life, and you should be ready to take a risk. And if you want to be your own boss, or most of the people who are doing opting for BBA, they prefer to have a family business. They want to take their family business to a new height with their generations, or they want to have a self-employment in their career. So I would suggest that BBA is the most preferred course for them, because the course curriculum makes you enable to learn that skills. Like, for example, in our college, if we say that yes, we provide them that skills through role plays, the case studies, the analytical skills, how to make a team, how to organize a team, how to manage the accounts of a particular event. So it is a blend of both the theory and the applied part of the management that is required to become a entrepreneur. And BBA is the right course because you learn all the aspects to become a boss of your own company. You learn HR, you learn marketing, you learn finance, you learn the other tools that is required for operations. So different technology enabled tools are there. So this 3 years in BBA will make you ready for the project of entrepreneurship. We have the platform for it, and even the country is expecting from the youth to become entrepreneur. The government is launching so many programs, so there is a complete energy of entrepreneurship ecosystem here. So what I would suggest, that yes, it is the right course if you had your family business, or you had an idea, you want to excel that idea, you want to open your business as a complete entrepreneur. So it will be the signal that you want to create meaning in society, as well as you are also making yourself profitable. So yes, ma'am, the question is frequently asked. I think I would say this thing on this question.
Thank you, ma'am, for bringing about clarity on a career in entrepreneurship through BBA. Commerce and Management offers a wide variety of career prospects through entrance and eligibility tests that can be taken after BBA. My question to Assistant Professor Dr. Renu Jadon is, which competitive exams can a BBA graduate appear for, especially whether they can appear for exams like bank, PO, etc., and how does the department provide support to the students for preparing for competitive exams? Over to Renu, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for the question. It's true that BBA is a professional course, but it's also a graduation course as well, just like BCom or BA. So you can give all competitive exams for which graduation degree is asked for. BBA students are eligible to write various competitive exams like combined graduate level exam, state service exam conducted by Public Service Commission of every state, examinations that are conducted by railway recruitment boards, civil services. When we talk about exams like bank PO, yes, definitely they can appear for that. For common written exam conducted by IBPS, that is Institute of Banking Personal Selection, as well as the individual banks for the recruitment of bank PO. For the another part of the question, that how department supposed to the students in preparation of competitive exams. See, as my colleagues have already mentioned, that we are affiliated to University of Rajasthan. We offer BBA annual pattern. It means that exams will be held once a year, and each year we have 6 papers. So with this, you can manage both the things simultaneously in annual pattern, the competitive exams as well as your BBA course. We also make a timetable in such a way that students can have regular 3 lectures per day in the first hour, And in the second hour will be in their hand for the preparation of competitive exams. They can go to the library and take use of the facilities over there. Secondly, most of the students, BBA students, go for the preparation of MBA entrance exams like CAT, MAT, or ZAT for entering into top B schools in India. And for it, they prefer to go for some coaching institutes. And in that, they mainly prefer Time Institute because of the good results and faculties. In this regard, we have an MOU with Times. Students who are studying in Xavier's will be given 10% reduction in the fee. Apart from that, they have also given the consent to take classes in the campus during the college hours. It will definitely save the time of the students in commuting, and the college authorities also can keep an eye on them. Thank you, Rose ma'am. I hope this answer will help the students.
Thank you, Renu ma'am. Add-on courses are career-oriented courses that can be enrolled in by a student along with graduation and gain a dual degree on graduating. Under the program, each student would be awarded an additional certificate or diploma, advanced diploma in the add-on course opted for. I would like to invite Assistant Professor Dr. Happy Agarwal to explain more about the add-on courses offered by our college. Over to Happy ma'am.
Thank you, Rose ma'am, for the question. Good afternoon, everyone. As it has been rightly said by ma'am, that add-on courses will provide the student dual graduation degree, as well as it will enhance the curriculum vitae, the CV, as well as students can learn new skills. They can enhance their knowledge, ability, skills, and more importantly, it will give you the practical knowledge. As well as in today's era, that is the competitive era, there is need to enhance their resume, their CV after 3 years, so that you will get a good job, as well as you can become a good entrepreneur. So our department is providing a platform to young mind to think, to creative, so that they can become a good entrepreneur. So we are running certificate course, entrepreneurship and new venture creation, this course is of 30 hours, which will complete in duration of 3 months. And this certificate course, we always collaborate with the reputed institutions in the field of startup. Last year, we have collaborated with iCreate India, which is working in the field of startup and entrepreneur, so that a student can easily start their startup, and we are giving a platform to nurture and grow their startup. And also, we have a course lined up in the field of digital marketing, because it is also need of today's scenario. So we are in talks with the highly reputed institutions in the field of digital marketing. So we are providing these add-on courses with the BBA. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for the answer. We have one more alumni who's wanting to share his views on his experience in St. Xavier's College. So I request Happy ma'am to play his video message.
Rana, and I'm a BBA graduate from the year 2019. If you're wondering whether to pursue BBA or not, then I can do it a bit. Firstly, if you want to launch your startup or if you want to run your family business, then BBA is a good option. This is because BBA is a very comprehensive course that covers a wide number of subjects such as Indian law, strategic management, international business, accounting, HR, marketing, and so much more. So when you complete the course after 3 years, you have a basic understanding about almost everything that goes into running an enterprise. So this helps you in both launching your own startup or helping your family out with their business. Secondly, BBA is a good option if you want to go for post-graduation in the field of commerce. So you get a lot of advantage as compared to others who come from other fields. So you already have a basic understanding of the subject in question, and this reflects in your scores, and thus it enables you to get higher paying jobs. When it comes to the opportunities that BBA can provide you, then I think you already know that BBA is a professional course associated with management. And who doesn't need management? So government organizations need it, educational institutions need it, hospitals need it, MNCs need it, even you as an individual needs it. So there's no end to the opportunities that BBA can provide you with. Apart from the course, the faculty who is teaching you also matters a lot. And fortunately, the faculty of St. Xavier's College is amazing. All the teachers are extremely qualified and are very helpful and very supportive. And I'm not saying this because I was a student of this college, but because of my personal experience. So during my 3 years of BBA, I didn't take any tuitions. I just attended the college classes regularly. And I emerged as the topper of Rajasthan University in BBA from my batch. So obviously that wouldn't have been possible if the faculty wasn't outstanding. So believe me, no matter what situation you are in, they will always help you out and will always guide you. Also, in St. Xavier's College, you won't just learn at the academic section, you will also get a large number of avenues to practically implement what you've learned. This is because Xavier's hosts a large number of events and programs, and almost all of them are planned, executed, and managed by the students themselves with the help of the teachers. So that is why, in Xavier's, you will on both the academic and the practical side of whatever you learn in the course. I hope I have addressed some of the concerns. Thank you.
Thank you, Happy Ma'am, for the video. We often come across a common question regarding examinations in BBA. Like, what is the procedure for assessing the performance of students in our department? And how are they prepared to face the university examinations? So to explain the assessment and examination pattern for students of the college, we have with us Dr. Manisha Sharma. Over to Dr. Manisha.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Rose ma'am, for the question. I welcome students to the conclave. As we have already seen in the video, we at Xavier's believe in striving hard for success, and we are known for producing university toppers. University of Rajasthan has an annual examination scheme, and to prepare our students, we have this internal examination cell. And this cell conducts the internal examination twice a year, in order to prepare the students to face the examination. The pattern of examination remains same as per the norms of the university. And other than this, like this written examination, we give the assignments, we give the projects to the students. There is role plays, case studies, and things like that. And all these activities are based on the syllabus of the University of Rajasthan. So this is also one way through which we assess the performance of the students. And if there is something is lacking, the subject teacher, if required, they give their counseling to the students in order to improve the performance of the students. So I hope this answers the question. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Manisha ma'am. It is a reminder again for participants to enter their general BBA related queries in the chat box. For more one-on-one counseling and personal career related queries, we request you to visit the admission helpline link on stxaviersjaipur.org. Thank you. For the successful completion of any course, the students must possess proficiency in co-curricular activities, besides a good academic record. What are the various co-curricular and extracurricular activities that are performed in this department that enhance a student's all-round development? To answer this question, I invite Ms. Anjali Parikh. Over to Ms. Anjali.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, we at our department level really focus upon the overall personality development of the students. And for this, we have many activities, right from the classroom level activities to the mega national level activities. To name a few, the very first event is the InYouth, which is the Youth Summit. It is a summit, it is a platform where we call people from different walks of life, and they share the insights about their life journeys. Some of them are from business background, some of them are from social background. So we believe that students must know about the know and how of every aspect of not only the business, but for the life skills. Secondly, we talk about the Envision, which is a very popular name, and it is a management fest in which we organize events like corporate ODs, like B-plan activities, like adventure, like, these activities actually gives you a real insight that how a business is actually being run. All those functional management areas we try to inculcate in this event so that students learn the know-how, the real insight about running these kind of activities in their future with the element of fun. The third thing which we have recently initiated is the business conclave. Now, this is an extravaganza of management activities wherein the students learn the management tactics by solving the case studies, by discussing the real-time issues through the mock parliament, through the HR drives. They get to know about the mock interviews and actual, the scenario, what exactly business or the industry expects from them. Besides that, we have so many activities like Rang De Sukoon, wherein we take a toll of the social services, and we also organize, we also send our students to the mega level events like Mind Drops, which is the initiative of India Today, which is again a youth summit where students get to know about that how well established people, they, what their life journeys are, and they can learn the few things which can help them out in running their businesses and in general as well. So we take a nice potpourri of everything so that we can offer students in the overall development of them. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your answer. Alumni form a very integral part of a college legacy. We have one of our alumni sharing their experiences with you. I request Happy Ma'am to play the video message.
Hello everyone, I am Vasudha Vyani, an alumni of St. Xavier's College of batch 2016 to 19. Currently, I've been working as a professional makeup artist in Jaipur, specializing in bridal makeup artistry, fashion and editorial makeup. When I look back at my college years, I feel glad to have opted Bachelor's of Business Administration for my graduate. This management course offered at Xavier's not only helped me in building my communication skills with my clients and people around me, but also made me a better leader with good managerial and decision-making skills. As we all know that these are some very important skills which are required by any individual to succeed in the industry. I feel overwhelmed with my own performance in last 3 years in this industry, and I believe St. Xavier's has been a stepping stone for me to turn my passion into my profession. Thank you, Xavier's, and thank you to the amazing faculty over there.
Thank you, ma'am, for the video. Now, we will have the open session for answering queries raised directly by our participants. So one of the first questions is raised by one of our participants is regarding the cutoff. That is, what is going to be the cutoff to pass for BBA? I request Dr. Leena ma'am to answer this question regarding cutoff for BBA.
Yes, ma'am. See, as I told that BBA is the most demanded course from the past few years. It is more in demand, and we often face a constraint in the number of seats. We have limited seats, and the applicants are so many. So we had a cutoff list in our college till last year, around above 75, 70. But since the last year there were 12th results have come late, and this year also there is an uncertainty. So I would suggest that you don't need to wait for cutoff. If you have a good percentage in 10th, we are taking it up, and there will be a provisional admission for BBA. And already first merit list will be out today. Within the working hours, it will be out in the website, and it is purely on the basis of the 10th mark sheet. Because of the pandemic, since we all know that 12th results are not being declared, so we can't wait for this session to go in vain. And I would suggest that you just fill the form based on your 10th mark sheet. You could be the lucky person in the phase 1 or direct admission process. Until and unless the 12th results are out, yes, the cutoff would be around above 70 for BBA. On an average, it is above 70% as per combining all the boards. But we have separate seats for different boards, like IB boards. There is a separate parameter for Rajasthan board. There is separate parameter. So I think I have given the right answer to your queries. So I would suggest that don't wait for the cutoff and don't be afraid of that. If you have good percentage in 10th, their phase 1 admissions are open. The admission forms are open. You can fill it up and wait for the next merit list.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope this answers our participants' question. We have another question coming from Chirag Soni, that a student interested in becoming a CFA in future, whether he should go for BCom or BBA Finance. I put this question to Shikha ma'am.
Thank you so much, Rosemary. I think this question is a little sorted and answered earlier also, that like CA, the curriculum is more based on the accounting pattern and inclusion of more of the practical aspects. So in general trend, a child who is willing to make career into the practical oriented papers with specialization of accounting and all, for them BCom is a better program. But when you talk about CFA or when you talk about MBA finance, there are many other aspects of financial management which are supportive in the corporate world, which can help you to make a career there. For that, for such kind of opportunities, you doing BBA and MBA finance as major will also give you a lot many opportunities to grab a good seat in the corporate. It is you who need to decide on the basis of how strong you are in terms of your accounting knowledge, what is your maybe benchmark in terms of liking the subjects related to accountancy and the variety range of accounting based papers like management accounting or financial accounting and other zones. So first test your inner thing, that if you have a benchmark towards them, then BCom will be a better program. If you are not into that, then you can choose MBA finance, which will cover many dimensions of other streams, other functional areas, along with the knowledge of stock market or marketing of services, specifically financial services, which will support you to make career into the line of insurance or banking or other areas of finance. So this is a general reflection that you see that how good you were into the phase of 11th and 12th into accounting, and then on the basis of that, make a choice. Thank you, Rosemary.
Thank you, Shikha ma'am. I would request Leena ma'am to answer this question, that for BBA, which subject should be our strong base? There are students who have a strong base in accountancy, some may have a strong base in economics or business studies. So this particular participant wants to know which subject should be our strong base. Over to ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. See, there is no as such strong base, that is because as already mentioned by, I think Salim sir has told that doesn't require any specific subject specialization. It is open. Even MBA graduates, there's no bar. It has to be only graduate. Because you're learning management, all the subjects will be new to you, whether you have science or commerce or even arts, because all the subjects that you're taking up in BBA, it is covering all the aspects. You are new to HR, you would be new to finance, you would be new to marketing. But yes, there are a few 2-3 subjects related to commerce that is a perception being followed, like accountancy, as it has been mentioned. That for that we have the bridge courses available. If you do not have a commerce background, then it could be done in that way. So what I would suggest is that don't keep this in your mind that if I don't have this subject, I won't be able to go for BBA. BBA is a management discipline. All the subjects will be new to you. It will make you a better, efficient manager. And any stream, it is open. Even like, for example, if I would take my example, I was a science student. I have come to management. There are other faculties who have arts background who have done. So there is no as such bar. You have to just make up your mind that what you want to become and what you want to pursue in future. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for the answer. There's one question coming from Pianshi Chug. If a student is interested in becoming IT officer, I guess by IT officer you mean income tax officer in future, which degree will be preferred, BCom or BBA? I put this question to Shikha ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. This is again a similar kind of question which had been asked earlier. To give additional clarity to Priyanshi, that I will give you a reflection of what kind of subject distribution is there in BCom and BBA, and on the basis of that you can make a choice. Like in BCom, you do a specialization kind of things in 3 streams. It is accountancy and business statistics, it is business administration, and it is economics and financial management. Whereas in BBA, your total learning of business administration, in which you get to do a detailed study of all the functional areas of management. You get a detailed learning about marketing management, finance management, HR management, and your other areas. A little bit of accounting and the finance part is there. But if you specifically talk about income tax oriented career, then BCom covers one subject in their second year related to income tax, and it will support you to learn what is the exact status of the IT part into your commerce stream. And I hope we are thinking IT as an income tax, that's a correct version. If it is information technology, then for you, BCA is the best program to opt for, because that gives you a total learning of the technical education. And if you talk about the corporate world, there are posts in companies which require advisors, financial advisors, and many more opportunities are open, then MBA Finance would be the best choice. Knowledge of the financial management would be a better choice. So this is a general answer to give you a reflection about BCom, what is the coverage, and BBA, what is the coverage. Then it is your own call what you wish to prefer. We also have BCom in our college. Thank you, Rosna. That's my answer to the question.
Thank you, ma'am. This is one last question. What additional courses can we pursue along with BBA to do something additional with our graduation? I request Lina ma'am to answer this. What additional courses can we pursue along with BBA to do something?
I think the students have not been attentive throughout the session. We have already addressed, but you have seen the videos of the alumni. They were doing the graduation and also were learning the other course of their passion, and they have converted their passion or hobby into entrepreneurship or into the profession. So that this is what I have to say. The general perception, okay, only MBA after BBA, it is wrong. You can be a BBA graduate, you can learn the skills. If you want to have a open interior designer, or you want to be a fashion designer, you can do these things extra apart from your graduation. Why? Because our university, it has an annual degree platform. So if had it been a semester, every 3 months, 4 months, you would be busy in doing the exams. So annual platform give you sufficient time where you can do 2 things parallelly. without affecting your academic results, of course, and without affecting or compromising on the college attendance and attending the classes. But apart from doing the regular coaching of the competitive exams, if you have certain passion in your life, or you have your own family business, you have some certain responsibility, you can definitely manage both the things. So there is certificate course that our department is offering, add-on courses that our department is offering, that can be managed along with the graduation, that has been already explained in the previous sessions by the experts. So I hope that you will find a general answer to this query. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. We have attempted to answer as many queries of the participants as we can. We have some of the questions I have seen in the chat box are already answered in the FAQs. For more personal queries, you can contact the college. You can look at the website, college website, and take the help of admission helpline. So thank you, professors, for taking such keen interest in answering our participants' queries. So as we have come to the end of the session, I request Dr. Leena Sharma, Head of the Department of Business Administration, to give her concluding remarks. I would also request our participants to share their feedback on this event using the feedback form link shared in the chat box. Please note that filling the feedback form is essential for obtaining an e-certificate for attending this conclave. Thank you. Over to Leena, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So to conclude, I hope almost not all the queries could be sorted within a short time, but all your queries and doubts as far as BBA is concerned is being clarified in the session. We have done our best to clarify that from our experts, from other highly qualified faculties of our department. So bachelor degree in management has ample career development opportunities and future prospects. And it is also very well known that industrial expert or industry ready for it, you have to be a management expert. Management education is must for that. Even now, engineering graduates, they are opting and switching from their technical to the management field. So you are just have done your 12th, and it is the right time that you decide to go for a management degree. So BBA has, that is why, become the most demanded undergraduate course. Our department, that is Department of Business Administration, we aim to have a primary motive of our department is to make you industry ready, and we provide you necessary skills to has been already explained, like we have event management, we do it through leadership skills, team building, internship opportunities, we have a mentoring system, we have industry expert sessions, and we also have a blend of online and offline classes, and we try to keep a balance with the academic and the extracurricular activities. And one thing I'd like to add here, that our biggest strength of our department is what our alumni speaks. And you can see in the sessions, there were some glimpses, and we are proud of our alumni students because they are excelling in their professional life. They are doing very well. They are doing well in corporates. They are doing well in their business. So this is what I have to say, that our results demonstrate what we are and how we are delivering this course to you. So we hope to see you on behalf of our entire faculties of the department. We hope to see you in this journey of excellence and making you the business leaders for the country. Wish you all the luck, and that is what I have to say. Wish you all the luck and make use of these upcoming graduation 3 years. Best use of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Leena, ma'am. Before we conclude, I request all the participants to switch on their cameras for a group photo.